Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another stream. This is the Count of Monte Fisto back with another stream. I'm not sure how many more there are going to be before I head down to Miami. I guess next week's Final Fantasy 11 stream is out. Unless I play, let's say, stream off my phone while playing Final Fantasy 11 on the Steam Deck, which I actually did get working, funny enough, with Rayla next week. But it's looking like it's gonna be this Final Fantasy 3 stream, maybe one more Final Fantasy 3 stream, tomorrow night's FF11 stream, and then I think I will do another Tactics stream tomorrow morning. Tactics, like, I still have my qualms with it. I still think it's, there's a lot of BS aspects of it, but I really do think the polishing that has gone into place with the latest re-release. I mean, you know, Square Enix doesn't have a lot of W's these days, but so I don't know, when they do something right, you got to throw something their way, and I do think we should throw a little credit their way for the Tactics remake, remaster, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yeah, so you know, hopefully I can get through that and can hold my attention, and I can see the beauty others see in it. But you know, I'm having fun with it so far. But Final Fantasy 3, a lot to talk about there. But yeah, this upcoming week streams are gonna be very light because I'm gonna be packing. Not sure at what point I'll pack up the computer, but I definitely have a bunch of books and shit I have to pack up, and then go through yeah, clothes and shit, and figure out what I'm gonna throw away, what I'm gonna keep. Probably just slowly work through a new wardrobe, buying shit over there. That's gonna be the big purchases aside from apartment. It's going to be gym membership. Make sure I got a good internet connection. Then probably some new threads. Yeah, exciting times. A lot to think about. Brain registering. Hard to think. But how are you guys? It's good, Marischar. It's good, gaseous. Let me swap mics real quick so I don't, you know, forget about that.
Here we are. Alright, mic swapped. Gas is feeling better today? Fuck yeah, man. No, I like reading that, dude. Seriously. I know we joke, and I know you're mean to me a lot, and you pretend you don't care about my feelings, but you know what, Gases? I don't pretend to not care about yours. I love you, bro. What if I do? Hope you're doing good, man. Ah, jeez. But yeah, I got 1 week left of work. Brain's trying to register that. And really looking forward to the drive, because I like a good solo drive. Cross country, good stuff. It's gonna be what, like I think like a 17-hour drive, I think. I'm gonna break that into like, you know, 7 hours, 8 hours, or I don't know, however math works. I guess that 9, 8, some shit like that. Is that 9 and 8 equals 17? I think so. But first, before we do anything, look at this beautiful fucking thumbnail. The AI has been absolutely killing it with the backgrounds. I had the foreground elements, but I just say like, hey, give me this general style in this game, high quality, real, make sure to have these elements in it. And it's like, all right, here you go. Like, fuck, man. Good job. Thank you. Yeah, what are you gonna say? Also, I did update my Final Fantasy 12 one. Let me show you that. So this was my old one. I think I uploaded the new one. Let me grab that real quick. I love the dodgeball reference in here, because you can't tell me that that's not how Van is dressed in the original game. Everyone's like a gay Aladdin stripper. It's great. So Final Fantasy 15 was not the first gay one. The first gay one was Final Fantasy 1. The second one was Final Fantasy 2, and so on and so forth. Let me just save over this motherfucker. Hold up. Brain operating. No, wait, I did grab it. Wait, what the fuck? Why am I not seeing it then? Am I out of my goddamn mind? Yeah, I am. I just can't say. So yeah, so I swapped the look at that difference. I think that's a good difference, right? Because this old one, this was back when I was not doing the upgraded like AI shit in the background. And that's with it. I'm like, yeah, give me a Final Fantasy 12 style. It's beautiful. It's great. But back to Final Fantasy 3. We're gonna be doing the NES version. Because I'm a little bit of an autist psycho motherfucker. But also, I think it's honestly a really, really good game. I think, I mean, there's a pixel remaster now, so you know, all bets are off with that. But I do wholeheartedly believe it's one of the like top fucking 3 8-bit JRPGs if you're counting like NES and Sega Master System. I wouldn't count Pokemon Gen 1 only because that shit came out in 1990, like what, 7? Jeez, yeah, it's a little unfair. Um, to compare that shit. But yeah, like the Final Fantasy 3 has like a real following in Japan. A lot of good memories. In fact, the NES Classic had Final Fantasy 3 instead of Final Fantasy 1. And I do want to point out that neither the American or Japanese NES Classic console had any Dragon Quest, as much as weebs like to talk that up. Although honestly, after playing Dragon Quest 4, it's like, yeah, they should have thrown Dragon Quest 4 on that motherfucker. Instead, you get like what, Pinball or I don't fucking know, Ice Climber. It's like, who the fuck gave 2 shits about Ice Climber back in the day? My goodness. They heard an interesting rumor. Resident Evil Code Veronica remake is being worked on. Interesting. Depending on how it does alongside RE9 and Re4 make, it will shape Capcom's decision where to take the franchise. I wonder how are they gonna do? Are they gonna keep the trans individual with very valid rights and is totally a person? I love it. For the right, I mean, let's not to dive into too deep shit right, this early in the video because people are gonna be clicking on this on YouTube. They're gonna be like, oh, who's this fucking neo-Nazi? We want to work them in a little bit. You know what I mean? We want to ease them into it, but it's weird how they're like, oh, show respect for trans. Like, I thought they were real women. Why would they highlight the fact that they're trans? Are they real women or are they trans? Because trans indicates the opposite thing. So I fucking know. It seems like a logical inconsistency. Call me wacky. Call me crazy. But anyway, back to yeah, I'll be interested to see what they do with Code Veronica remake though. But with Final Fantasy 3, yeah, this one has like a good following. It's a solid game. It's really ambitious. I hold it up there with Dragon Quest 4 as like I'd say those two are the top 2 any like 8-bit JRPGs. Like that's quite an asterisk for the rest for the record though, because 8-bit JRPGs are a little rough around the edges to say the least. But yeah, let's dive in this bitch though. Bah. I fired up this bad boy, the Raspberry Pi. This will be good because when I'm crashing to my brother's place while waiting for a move-in date for the apartment, this will be easy just to have like 2 monitors, one for streaming and one just to connect with a HDMI cable with the splitter and yada yada all that shit. So that way I should still be streaming a little bit. There won't be too long without streams. We'll have to see. Hopefully I can get a desk and shit. I'm not sure I'm going to do Final Fantasy 11 chill on the floor. I'm thinking my brother's extra room at his apartment. He's got a computer desk, so I'll figure some shit out. I don't want to leave my baby boy Rayla hanging. He's such a sweetheart. Loading Final Fantasy 3. The Gurgen quietly spoke. This earthquake is but an omen. The tremors that pulled the crystals into the earth and brought forth monsters are nothing compared to the darkness which is to come. But hope is not yet lost, for souls will take up the light, and seek something. 4 orphans have been raised by the priest Topapa in the remote village of A crystal has sunk into the earth due to the earthquake, and 4 boys have come in an adventurous mood. They had only intended to test their courage. Alright, here's me starting. I have A, B, C, and D. I think I fired this up at some point just to make sure that the... Because I set this Raspberry Pi up like what feels like a decade ago. It might have actually been a decade ago. So I wasn't even sure if this was good. Like how the characters don't pop up until you follow that shit. Alright, fuck. Naming characters. What do we do? I know. I'm just gonna roll with it. Jonka. That might be a strong bad reference. I don't know. It kind of. I feel like that is a strong bad reference. If I just hit start. If I hit A. If I hit B. I love how they had to add like il, li, and tu. Because katakana and hiragana, there's a lot. Alright, what do we do here? We can have Nigel. Alright, we got Jonka and Nigel on deck. Just rolling with it. Kwanjar, can I do Kwanjar? No, I can do Kwanji. Fuck, I meant to hit, like, back. One of my exes sent a letter to Strong Bad. She came off as a stalker. Well, I was right. I was very ripe. I was the perfect age right when Strong Bad was hitting, so that shit hit good. Clan Jew. He'll be Clan Jew. I like Clan. That's a good one. That might be the best one I came up with right now. Clan Jew. I can't fit Klansman, but it's like, you know, a Jewish Klansman. Now that's an interesting mental image right there. Ouch. We fall into a pit. Shucks. How's the volume? Should I crank it up? Let me know. The NES is a very sharp tone, so I'd like to keep it a little bit lower. Let me know if you can hear the music or you want me to pump it up like slightly, like 2%. I might want to. We're gonna be alright in a place like this. Hey, it was your idea to come here. If you got time to fight, you got time to look for a way out. Alright, so I haven't touched the controller yet. That was them moving up. You got your, tutorial battle here. You have 4 very special needs individuals here. Additional thing now, right? You can notice it already. Numbers over the enemy you're targeting. So you don't have to remember who you targeted, because like 1 and 2, you can overcommit to one enemy. If that was the case, which it's not, actually, if you kill them, it automatically redirects, but it's still nice to know who you're targeting. But all the same, it's like they enacted 2 different solutions to the same thing right away. Yeah, but you can hit right and you can change row mid-battle. Did you do that in the first 2? I feel like you couldn't. Not in battle, so that's new as well. And we're dead broke. But yeah, there's, kind of like with Final Fantasy 2, there is, some story. Wow, they're just beating the shit out of Nigel. So look at this, watch this shit. They're gonna redirect, although I think it's just random. Alright, Nigel's a strong one. Same with Clan Jew. So what the fuck happened with, Kwanji and Jonka? Why do they have to each... Oh, no. Alright. So Jonka just sucks. I thought all 4 went. I guess by speed stat. So you start off with all 4 to the exact same class. They're all blank slates like in 2, but you have a job system like in 1. But the job system is dynamic in that you change, mid-game. We got 2 capacity points. Oh, and everyone levels up. It's beautiful. What are those? Oh, man, what are we gonna do now? And now I have control. Game didn't think I could. Let me do a quick save here. So Onion Kid is like in 5 Freelancer. God, there's a lot to talk about. There always is a lot to cover. It's like a shittier Freelancer, but just spoiler. If you stick with your Onion Knight class, which is statistically the worst in the game, all the way up to like, once you get to like level 90, 95, somewhere around there, their stats start to skyrocket and becomes the best in the game. If you're that autistic and want to play in the most painful way possible until the final seconds of the game. Fuck, so you got typical road switch. People in the back row take less damage or do less damage. But okay. God damn, there's so much to talk about. So in Final Fantasy 2, if you were in the back row, oh god. Final Fantasy 1, let's start there. In the front row, like everyone deals double damage, but really like the order determines how far back you are. So if I remember correctly, the dude in your first slot gets targeted roughly about 50% of the time, then 25% of the time, and the last two split 12.5%, right? Final Fantasy 2, you had rows where you could swap like that. People in the back row could use, I think, like bows and could shoot spells, but they could not attack any of the enemies in the front. Like, they couldn't melee any enemies. And then the enemies could only melee target whoever's in the front row. So whenever someone dies finally in the front row, then everyone else becomes available. Kind of weird. Now this is the usual thing where people in the back row take 50% less damage and deal 50% less damage, unless they have certain weapons. So we have reached that point. They finally kind of figured out as what it's going to be for, I don't know, up through 9, I guess. I guess 10 was the first one that kind of did away with that. So they set that up. Got your basic stats. MP charges are back from Final Fantasy 1, but the stat screen looks very similar to Final Fantasy 2, go figure. But you get job levels and you get regular levels. Depending on your job and your job level, that determines how your stat growth is going to look. For health alone, which is weird, we'll get into that later. Man, there's a lot of quirks to this game. But if you obsess with the quirks on the game, you're gonna be like smarmy and hate it, but if you just play it like a normal human being without worrying about it, the game feels really, really good. So, contrarians who like overanalyze shit, it's like, why isn't this game Final Fantasy V? It's like, well, because it's not Final Fantasy V. Final Fantasy V is Final Fantasy V. This is a game that came out like 3 years earlier on lower console, so but, like, I just don't know what some people fucking expect. We got no magic. Got a bunch of items. We're starting everyone off with regular ass clothes, leather helmet, and a knife. Maybe that's a leather hat. I don't know. We are very special needs orphans after all, so maybe we are all wearing helmets. But what else? I guess that's all to really cover for now. But you have this really nice tutorial dungeon that you start in to level up your little onion knight man. Which apparently is like a Japanese like saying, like some sort of Japanese idea is that if you're they compare like a life to an onion or some shit, like Shrek, where like as you're like growing up, you're kind of like going through different layers of life, crying the whole fucking time. through youth, trying to figure out who you want to be. So that's kind of like a general theme of Final Fantasy 3. Is going forward, constantly changing, not looking back. Pandora doesn't go back into the box. Because I want to say this was after Hironobu Sakaguchi lost his mom in a fucking house fire, which is horrible. There we are. So you see here, that goes up by, let's see, defense goes up by 3. But also, I think the, your evasion, it's like with Final Fantasy, 2, where shields fucking boost the living fuck out of evasion. So you have evade 2. Right? Now evade 5. So I think shields like kind of double-ish evasion, something like that. But they also build defense. Alright, yeah, there's some shit on that too, right? Let's see, what's the matter? That rock's a bit odd, now that you mention it. Oh yeah, nice little tutorial. Teaches you, hey, interact with the shit. If you're ever stuck, fucking hit A on stuff. Very, very user-friendly. Very user-friendly intro dungeon. But this game, it's not like with Final Fantasy 2 where you can like hit twice with dual wielding and like twice as fast level up your weapon skill. But then if you have shields, you have the evasion stat that boosts, which is disgustingly, hilariously broken. What the fuck is this? Crazy enemies. But like, I guess the reason why you would dual wield is you can more than like double your damage because you shoot through your enemy's defensive rolls. But then with shields, you kind of increase your defensive rolls, increase evasion, and double defense. So both are really, really good. I want to say like lower level. Because your, evasion stat is pretty low, dual wielding weapons is better, generally, not always, than sword and shield, but later on with a high evasion stat, you might want to just go shield and fucking avoid everything. A lot of neat shit. But yeah, the sprites are very cutesy. They're more expressive. Right now, they're all like the exact same sprite, just different colorations, but with a job. Apparently, like they like put the chick that does the sprite design, they put her fucking ass to work with this game. Because she had to like come up with like different colorations for every single job class, and they kept coming with her with more jobs. It's like, fucking again? How many jobs are we putting in this fucking game? But yeah, shit on Final, and like, so yeah, only some people shit on Final Fantasy 3, not a lot. Usually people who've only played the 3D remake, which really fucks with the balancing a lot for the worse. And also adds even more of a punishment, we'll get to that, for changing jobs. There's a light disincentive to changing jobs in this, but it's not too bad. Oh wait, was there a fucking healing pond right here? Yeah, I probably shouldn't have used that potion. It's a spring, what odd color? Let's try drinking it. Forge rank. Yeah, to be fair, what's his nuts was almost dead. I feel a power welling up inside of me. But yeah, so already you can kind of tell that the dungeons are more linear and more simple. Which, there's always a downside of that where you can go too far with it, where the entire game's a linear hallway, like in Final Fantasy 13. But certainly, if you saw my playthrough of Final Fantasy 1 and 2, the fucking dungeons definitely needed a little bit more simplification. Although that's kind of the point of 1 especially and 2, is they're dungeon crawlers. You're testing your survivability, your survival skills. You want to be able to, like, make sure when you head out of town and you go into the dungeons, you have enough potions, you're a good level. You might have a scouting run through a dungeon to grab some items. 2, I didn't need to do that many scouting runs, but it was really fucking horrifying, some of those dungeons, because 2's dungeons were long. You'd get, like, 16-floor dungeons. Like, that's like a 3-hour game session. Approaching Phantasy Star 2 levels. We got the wind crystal. So you can see from my thumbnail why I did blue so much. And blue coloration is in 1, 2, and 3. A lot of it. 3, though, especially. And there's a lot of sky and, like, ocean and crystal. Like, huge emphasis on it. So we're level 3. We could grind up, but briefly. Well, maybe I'll address that later. We'll address that later. Let's fight this fuck. What's this? Something evil attacked. We're fighting the land turtle. I think we already got Adamantoids essentially showing up from 2. Once again, 2 had, like, a lot of real important shit in it, honestly. 2 kind of created the bestiary that would be used. I mean, obviously, there's more shit later on for the bestiary. But I'd say like a good, 70% of the bestiary was established in 2. Crazy. So here, we'll fucking use that south wind. Just one of them. See how much it fucks him up. 84. So that's essentially like a blizzard. That did a lot of damage, huh? Yeah, the game kind of wants you to use those south winds. Almost like, hey, fuck you, use those items. I think you can kill him without. I mean, you just have to be really adamant about using potions. This fucker is kind of strong. We're fine, we got it. Just one south wind was all we needed. Yeah, he might kill one of your homies or two if you don't use the south wind. But I mean, you do have that healing pond, so if you really wanted to grind up an extra level to kick his ass without using any of them, you got that. But, what? There's the Gurgan prophecy saying, like, oh, monsters are rising up from the land, but, you know, the light warriors will fucking rise up and find crystals, yada yada. It's a kind of a rehash of 1. But we'll see how it differs. The crystal began to sparkle. You have been chosen. Hey, the crystal talked. Take the last of the light, last of the hope remaining in me. At this rate, the light will soon vanish as well. The balance of everything is crumbling. When you take the light, you will be able to receive great strength from the crystals. You are the ones chosen to keep the hope. You must not let this world disappear. Light surrounded the 4. Sorry for anyone with epilepsy, you're now dead, but you have my condolences. Especially you, Kurt Eichenwald. You were a great man and brought a lot of benefits to society. No, I'm serious. Kurt Eichenwald, you're great. Fan translation not for sale. Oi. Do not use Nessicle to play this game. That was like one of the worst fucking emulators. Who the fuck was using Nessicle? Yeah, this is a ROM hack. The one I'm using has been one that's been kicking for a while. A lot of the other ones I was looking at were, you know, they would change some of the, like, the maths. They would change some of the maths. I wanted the pure experience. Now that's old school. Yeah, we're talking, like, I know, how old is Nessicle? Like, 99? Some shit? It might have been, like, right at 2000, right on the cusp. Crazy. 4 stout-hearted warriors shall trudge forward and sweep away the darkness that once again. The crystal will shine with the light of hope. So, one thing I'd like to point out. First time the crystal looks crystally. Final Fantasy 1, they were orbs. And you could say, like, oh, that was its translation. It's like, no, even in the menu and when you saw it, they were just like crystal balls. And then I was looking up, like, when the fuck were there crystal balls in Final Fantasy 2 at all? Like, any crystals at all? And there were crystal balls at the top of the Mysidia Tower, where they give you, like, the permanent stat upgrades. It was, like, the same sprites. This is the first time there's, like, you talk to a sentient crystal, so that's gonna be continued for, oh, what, 4 or 5? 6 out of Magicite, I don't know if you want to count that. 7 out of Materia. Did 8 have any form of crystals? What the fuck did 8 have? Were there crystals in 8? 8 might have tried to be, like, a weird man out. I mean, I guess, like, not sure what you would count, 10. Maybe the Faith? The Faith are kind of frozen in crystal, right? Yeah, I know. Anyway, you can go outside through that magic circle. Your quest begins here, Light Warriors. Then we step on there. Wow. And look how cool this fucking overworld looks at. Like, you got the detailed mountains, you got the moving water. I think there's moving water in the older ones, but this effect, especially if you ever see it on CRT, looks really cool. And the world music is much more happier than 2. 2 was very, like, depressing music, which fit 2, honestly, because Final Fantasy 2 is, you know, everyone dies. The spoiler. the amount of fucking genocide worldwide is pretty crazy. But now we have this job option. Oh, and look at what we got here. So in the remakes, you have all 6 of the original jobs here. Here, the original kind of mixes it up a little bit. You only have Fighter, Monk, White Wizard, Black Wizard, Red Wizard, and then you get Thief in the next batch. Yeah, all the remakes kind of switch this shit up a little bit, but not here, not here. So Jonka, he's gonna be a fighter. So I had 38 crystal points at the top. That uses 8 now. I really had to remove equipment. I don't remember that. It's been a little bit, but there is a remove option to make it easy. You think they would just let you do it though? I guess they don't want to, like, maybe they probably tried to program it, and they're like, guys, there's too much maths happening in this game. I think this also had the, Nasir. I think he was still working. I think Nasir only worked on the OG 3 Final Fantasies, and then fucked off to work on, Secret of Mana with the Mana team. So, through doing battle, you get crystal points. You spend crystal points to change jobs. The more different of a job you're changing, like if you're a fighter and you want to change to like a black mage, it's a very different job, so it's going to cost more. If you're changing from a fighter to a monk, it's going to cost less. If I'm a fighter and I'm changing to a monk, but I've already gotten like a level 20 job level for monk because I was it before, it's going to be like way cheaper. It might even be free. So, oh geez, this is a discussion. You can debate how annoying that is, that they have this system made for you to change jobs, but then they kind of have a currency to change jobs. It's like, well, game, do you want me to change the jobs or not? And I do have to agree that it's kind of a weird design decision to disincentivize you, even in a slight way, to interact with the job system. But in my experience, you almost always have enough crystal points. It's almost like a moot point at that point. It's just, don't change jobs like crazy nonstop in between every battle, although granted, they should have let you do that. By 5, they got it right, and 5 has like a hybrid combo class system, which is really neat. But anyway, Jonka, fighter, yes, change job. Wah. And we got the Final Fantasy 1 fighter. Look how happy he is. He's so happy. And then if I go into status, even though they were like a level 2 Onion Knight before. Actually, what level were the Onion Knights? I don't know. It doesn't say. Really? Wow, it doesn't say? Interesting. I guess just make a mental note of what the level is before you change. It's kind of weird. Not sure how I feel about that. It would be nice if there's some... I could have sworn there's some way to look at it. But we're going to change Nigel. He's going to be a monk. Look at how cool he looks. They made the monk so much cooler than Final Fantasy 1. So early game, I feel like having a white wizard doesn't matter too much. I might want to have red wizard, red wizard, and then later swap them, specialize them. I might do that. Probably level 1 since it's still asking 8 crystal points for the change. Yeah, it would just be nice if it said that, but I don't know, maybe limitations, whatever. What's good, Aurelia? How you doing, bro? Now let's do red wizard, black wizard. Why did I gotta be black, motherfucker? Shit. And we'll swap red mage to a white mage later on, but for now, do I have any magic to start? No. It does have points. So the reason I do this is early game, a cure is going to be pretty much about the same, whether it's red wizard or white wizard. It's pretty much going to heal them to full, but he has a sword now. That's good. And also, another cool thing about this game, although Fuck, could you save anywhere in Final Fantasy 2? I think you could, anywhere on the world map. So that's another thing you gotta give Final Fantasy 2 credit for. Fuck. Yeah, 2 did a lot technically impressive. You gotta give Final Fantasy 2 some credit. Even if it, like, hates you a lot and the math doesn't make sense. Hey, where are you four brats off to now? What, you're going to save the world? Did you get hit on the head or something? Do you have Down syndrome or something? That's Billy. I heard he's retarded or something. Those blessed by the crystals can be healed by holy water from shrines. Alright, so I don't think they say 2 things. We haven't gotten that level of tech yet, baby. Final Fantasy 2 is better than Final Fantasy 3 any day. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not, but if you aren't, I'll have to strong disagree with you, baby boy. But I love you all the same. The only thing I'll say about Final Fantasy 3 negative, and I mean the only thing, because I think for an NES, like an 8-bit NES RPG, oh yeah, you can do that. Fuck, that's crazy. So you actually get discount on items if you buy in bulk in this game. I don't think that's in any other Final Fantasy. Isn't that fucking weird? That's like bizarre. What a bizarre system, but like it's cool. Like, yeah, let me buy 10 potions and get like a 10% discount. Isn't that that's fucking so like that's strange. I don't know. Like I can't even think of another game that does that normally. It's bizarre, but like in a fucking world that would make sense, right? I just like Final Fantasy 2 a lot more, and that's fair. Yeah, I still think it's weird, but that's fucking fair. It is. You know, when I played Final Fantasy 2 on the NES, I grew a lot more appreciation for it. It did not change positions in my ranking, but I did choose, like, if I had, like, imaginary tiers of, like, S tier, A, B, C, D, yada, yada, yada. I had Final Fantasy 2 and 13 in F tier. Now F tier is just 13. F2 kind of moved up to D tier. D tier is now, for me, Final Fantasy 2 and Final Fantasy 16. You're going on a journey? I won't take your money. Please rest well. Oh shit, look at that. They're letting me fucking sleep for free. Oh, yeah, there's a bar in the fucking inn. Fuck yeah. This guy's got Mohawk. Me too, baby. Oh, I got faux hawk. It's, yeah. I used to have the full-on Mohawk, but for higher ability, I gotta settle for the faux hawk. With that valley blocked by that rock, I haven't been able to get back to Canaan. Are you a Jew? All there is to do is sit here and drink. Yeah, that's just straight up fucking biblical. Just a biblical name. Fascinating. Hey, try playing the piano. Don't mind if I do. Ah, there we are. Hey, found a potion. Fuck yeah. All you'll need antidotes and eye drops if you're going on a journey. Hee, I'm a dancer. Look at them showing off what they can do with the sprite orchestration animation. It's funny when you go through these games, every single one they try to like show off more and more until you get to Final Fantasy 6. I decide on looking like DSP instead. My Widow's Peak is not that bad, bro. Trust me. It had receded a little bit, but it's really not that much. But you know, it's fine as long as it's not Vegeta levels. I'm golden. Vegeta, Vegeta has quite the Widow's Peak. Started on 5, so 3 is egregious to me in the way it railroads you into specific jobs. And I was going to say that, should I start to say what the fuck was wrong with 3? 3, the only thing that I think is really wrong is how fucking insanely hard they make the final dungeon, which, you know, okay, I have to concede on that point. But, yeah, 3 and 5 are just different games. I think people try to look for 5 and 3. And when they're like, yeah, there's no hybrid system, and like some jobs are just better than others. It's like, yeah, it's not supposed to be like, oh, I can still hang out as fucking my first baby bitch knight. It's supposed to be like, oh, this one's better. You get better jobs each time, so switch. So I think the people who tend to hate 3 the most are the ones that are essentially trying to put a square peg in a round hole or whatever. Not only the final dungeon, but you get stuff like the mini dungeons, the Garuda. Yeah, we'll like swap into Dragoon for Garuda. Swap into Dark Knight for the Dark Knight dungeon. Swap into fucking, Scholar for the one fight. But, like, the game wants you to swap jobs. Like, it does want you to swap jobs. It just doesn't want you to look back. Which, once again, I feel like a lot of the hate for 3 comes more from people trying to play the game in a way that it's not supposed to be, you know? Like, it's not Final Fantasy V. It's you play, you get new jobs, you fuck around with the new jobs, you get new jobs, you fuck around with the new jobs. I'll guess your strength. Fighter, monk, red wizard, black wizard. There, I bet I'm right. Congrats. Yeah, what if I buy 4 Hydra? Look at that. Oh, that's so fucking bizarre. Let me buy, at a discount, 4 eye drops and 4 antidotes. I probably should have saved up for magic. Fuck. Oh, but it's so neat. I'll probably need those anyway. But they might give me some money in this town. Oh my, how did you get here? There are some potions in this well. Oh, okay. Fuck. I was expecting to talk to it. Oh, also, invisible walls. There are invisible walls. I can't buy magic yet anyway. Fuck, maybe I should have changed everyone to, like, Monk or some shit. Even though Monk is like Final Fantasy 1 in that it kind of gets better with higher levels and job levels, but by that point you have a black belt, so... I think, if I remember correctly, Monk is still fine to use. But, you get job points specific to, like, you get 100 job points and you get a job level. And the actions in battle give you job points, but the more... Oh, how to put it? Let's see, I'm picking flowers. The more jobby your action is for that job, the more job points you get. So if you do magic at Black Mage, you get more job points than if you attack as Mage. If you attack as a warrior, you'll get more points than if you use item, shit like that. Hey, where are you 4 brats off to now? So, I mean, I guess, long story short, play the jobs the way that it would make sense. What? You're going to save the world? Oh, yeah, we talked to that bitch. The crystal altar sank underground in that quake. We're doomed. You'd better take cure from the storehouse. Oh, they give me a free cure! Fuck yeah! Monsters appear along the path, so be careful. Oh, that's another thing! Fuck! Okay, so in Final Fantasy 1, right? Oh, God. So Final Fantasy 1... you would buy... You have a selection of spells, you'd buy them for essentially that character's book, and if they got 3 spells in one level, that's locked in. That's fucking locked in. Right? In 2, they could just permanently memorize a fuck ton of spells. You didn't have enough space for every spell, so you kind of had to pick and choose a lot. But it had mana, and you would just learn that shit. In this game, once you learn a spell, it's in everyone's spell book. They can only use that spell if they're at the right job. But that's also really cool. That hangs out from this game, I think, and 5. 5 is also kind of works the same way. The area surrounded by the Palmeni Mountains is ruled by King Sassoon of the castle to the west. So that's where we are. We're kind of in the valley of Palmeni Mountains. Got it. Okay. The thing about this game is that everything is divided by 16 round down. Yes, so in you equip spells like equipment. In 2, you mean? Well, 2, it kind of like pretty permanently learn it though, no? Sassoon of the castle to the west. Okay. King Sassoon, Palmeni Mountains. Canaan. The town of Kazus lies to the south, but no one dares leave this village because of the monsters. At the town of Kazus, throwing a lot of names at me, game. You got a lot of faith in me. Press B to use an item. For example, try using a potion on me. Will you give me a free potion? Aw, thanks to you, my hip pains have gotten better. Please take this. Actually, you gave me a free Echo Herb. Nice. There's even a dedicated button to swap spells between characters. Oh, is that how it works? Oh, shit, I forgot that you can, change your sprite. Yeah, this is how you use Thief. This is how you use the Thief, sea wall ability. The Elder awaits inside. I sense that something had happened to you. Now listen to what the Elder has to say. Alright, we'll go in here real quick and talk to him. One of the Elders, Hamak. Spiritual capacity is needed to use the jobs granted by the crystals. That's a nice theme. This game has really good music when you listen to it. The four boys' adopted mother, Nina. Let's see here. Please, take care of yourselves. They're like, thank God the orphans are finally leaving. What a mistake it was to adopt them. To Papa the Elder. Dad, I know, I had no idea you would be chosen, Jonka, Nigel, Kwanji, and Clanju. First, you must know that this was no accident. The crystals have chosen you by their will. Don't let their power, don't let your hearts of light go to waste. Begin your journey, seal off the power of darkness. So, darkness is just slowly spreading. So it's not like in Final Fantasy 1 where, like, everything has been fucked up for, like, hundreds of years. And everyone's just kind of, like, into this despair, apocalyptic world. Here, shit is in the process of going bad, but shit, you'll find out shit has actually also gone bad years ago, but we just aren't aware of it yet. Yeah, it's neat. There's a bunch of neat shit. I don't remember having to swap spells between characters, but I mean, as long as I'm able to do that as needed, but you're saying I might need to buy more than one spell. I could have sworn it was like in Final Fantasy V. Final Fantasy V did have a lot of improved. Wow, alright, so there's 2 free ways to heal in this town. Alright, I'll take it. You'll see me occasionally doing some wall humping. Until we get Thief, we're gonna be doing it a little bit. Revive agent. How nice of them, because I remember, like, in a lot of JRPGs, like, if you buy the wrong equipment right at the start, you could just get completely fucked and have to, like, reload the entire game if you're like, nope, should have bought that when you're level 1. Now you don't have enough killing ability to grind money. Here it's like, nope, here's free spells, free revives. You're good. It's a starting town. We're not going to grape you in the mouth. It's like, thank you. I appreciate that. Might be confusing a lot of stuff with Final Fantasy V. Yeah, I mean, it does blend together. There's a lot of similarities between the two. But, yeah, but it is important, though, and I think that, you know, people remember that this isn't Final Fantasy V. There are a lot of differences. I got, like, Pokemon-style grass. I think you can get combat here? Maybe not. Oh, yeah, you can. Okay. Oof. God damn, really? These fuckers are just living right outside our fucking houses. Alright, the werewolves. Oh yeah, we're buck-ass naked. Yeah, alright. That could be an issue. You think I'm running? I'm not fucking running. Although, you know what fucking sucks? When, like, one of your dudes becomes out of sync with the rest of your party because they died once. Fucking, like, 400 hours of gameplay ago. I can equip weapons in the menu. Yeah, but that's too easy, and I don't want to cheat over here. See, I can't... Yeah, like, you're over here trying to make me cheat. It's fucked up. Fuck you. Wait, don't throw the knife at him. Was it down or up? Can you? Yeah, wait. Hit, yeah, okay. Yeah, because you could do this in Final Fantasy 2. Once again, like, you gotta give Final Fantasy 2 credit. You really do. Like, you really do, though. Although, Final Fantasy 2, you had to, like, put shit on your belt, I think, right? Something like that. Oh, yeah, because, yeah, he's a crazy man. Actually, let me continue. Can I continue putting stuff on you, or...? Intended mechanic and realistic, the only way of using shurikens? Yes. Yeah, alright, so just that. I can't be putting on clothes mid-battle. I can equip my fucking Red Mage. You know, people online talk shit on Red Mage, I find, in these old Final Fantasies. They're like, oh, yeah, he could just do everything, but he can't do everything too well. It's like, yes, but he can do everything. That's such an advantage. What the fuck? I don't know, dude. It's just crazy. It's like, yeah, but I don't know, man. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry you can't, like, min-max and be the fucking best. Like, I don't know what people fucking want. People are ridiculous. But yeah, I would do, like, challenge runs Final Fantasy V back in the day, like, yeah, communal. Jonka, Nigel, Quanji, and Clanju, hell yeah. And we go back, and we heal, and we cry a little bit. For a near-death experience, I can dual wheel from the get-go. Yeah, I should probably do that, shouldn't I? Because we do only have 2, yeah, and one of our dudes, only has the 1. Let's see. We could do 2 knives. How many knives we got? We got the 1. Hold up. Let me think. So we only got 2 shields. I don't think Clanju can equip the shield, but we only have 1 knife, so we'll have the Clanju dual wield knives. He'll be a shanking wizard. He'll be a wizard of the. He was in prison. Why do I gotta be in prison, motherfucker? That's fucking offensive. Amphitheater Black Mage. Indeed. Oh wait, alright, so we can't save here. Oh, let me leave town real quick and save, just because we got like an extra level. Man, the music and the fucking... It's like the mountains and the fucking water moving. It's a very fucking pretty overworld, and it really captivates the feel of adventure. In the same way that 2's overworld captured the feel of hopelessness and fear. Which, once again, that's kind of the point of 2. It does a really good job at doing that. Yeah, another thing, this game has, like, the most fairy tale feel of the franchise. I feel like every game kind of does something unique, like, game feel and world feel-wise, and this one is definitely, like, very fairy tale-esque. You know, you get, I think you literally get, like, fairies later, and fucking, there's elves, and fucking gnomes, and fucking dwarves. Get, legends, fucking crystal maidens, and shrines, and shit. Very distinct feel. And, you know, the fact that it's, like, you know, you play as, like, 4 orphans on an adventure. I want to say, in terms of Final Fantasy, you're essentially the youngest characters here in this one, right? Because in Final Fantasy 1, you're just murder hobos. I guess in Final Fantasy 2, you start as youths, but I'm never sure how much, like, time is supposed to pass in Final Fantasy 2. I get the feeling playing it that it's supposed to take the place over years, you know? Man, I can't wait to get some magic. So my black mage can, like, do shit. So, because I'm not using magic with my black mage, you'll probably notice sooner than later that his job level will fall behind the others. So, like, the other 3 should job level up, I think, all at the same time. I forget how the fuck Red Mage's advancement works. Yeah, good thing I chose Red Mage instead of White Mage. I mean, you know, I do want to, you know, get good use out of all the jobs. I think we will during this playthrough. But yeah, the game, you know, I think it's a very good Final Fantasy. I really do. I think it's the first Final Fantasy that, like, started to really kind of pull in a lot of the elements, because 1 and 2 were such big departures for each other, and 3 grabs a lot of elements from 1, a lot of elements from 2, makes a hybrid of those, and then kind of goes into a direction with them, establishing like world and feel a lot better. With 4 being like, all right, we'll take this shit from 3, but we're gonna limit customization in favor of really, really, really focusing on character and story. And with those all together, that's kind of, you know, established the franchise for a while until they started to really, really fuck up in the Square Enix days. And here we are now with Final Fantasy 16, which, you know, kills my soul. The candle farthest to the right is a switch for the hidden door. The switch on the other side is on the north wall. Alright, So yeah, the game is really showing you here that, because, I mean, you had a little bit of this in 2 with the, what was it, You had a little bit of this in 2 with, where you had to, like, investigate the rock with Joseph, in order to find the fucking magic sled or whatever the hell it was. Something about north wall. I might have just misunderstood, or maybe they misunderstood. Oh, long sword, leather fucking clothes. Fuck yeah, more leather clothes. Bruh. Oh, they just fucking hooked me up hard. Ah, you have a swap like it's Final Fantasy VII. Interesting. Yeah, I don't remember that. Yeah, so you like kind of like how you swap material in Final Fantasy VII. You swap like the spell books. Weird. Yeah, Weird Out 5 was just like, yeah, let's just cut the middleman. Just give everyone... You already kind of have it all already. Yeah, interesting. Quan Ji now has the power of cure. Interesting, baby. And we can give a longsword to Jonka. Wait, so was it 11? Unfortunately, you do have to unequip and re-equip to see the stat differences. I want to say 4 was the first one that showed stat differences, but it might have been 5. I don't know. I can't remember. Here, Jonka, you'll... Oh, fuck. It's a dagger, though, bro. 24. 22. Let's rock that. You'll have a dagger and a knife. Oh, look at that. Oh, they're fucking deadly. You know what, to be fair, on the front cover of the game, you know it's the most prominent thing? The fact they're dual wielding, even though, you know, Final Fantasy 2 had dual wielding as well. But I like how even more important than dual wielding in 2, you know it's on the front of the box of that game? The fucking blood sword. They just fucking go right to it, baby. Item options to convert the spell back to items. Gotcha. Fuck, I forgot to clothe these fucks again. Leather hat. Yeah, that's gonna... I was wondering why they were beating the living fuck out of me so bad. That would explain it, huh? Alright, cloth is 5. Leather is 6. Look at that. They have arms for, like, bracelets and shit. Got it. Neat. Can you wear a leather hat? You can. Can you wear a leather bodice? You can. I guess we could throw it on him. Or do we want to? He probably has more natural evasion, no? Let's see. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Cover spoils the main mechanic. Indeed. Oh, wait. So evade 4. Defense 6. Evade 2. Yeah, so I mean, I might want to give some of the better shit to these guys, because they're going to get their asses beat a hell of a lot more. In fact, As soon as I get to some magic for Clanju, I'll move in the back, so maybe I don't want anything for him. Here, we'll do this. They need more defense, these motherfuckers, than the others. Yeah, I feel like that's the right call. They're more soft and squishy. We need to protect them with our love. Yeah, and we could probably sell some of the fucking clothes, honestly. Might want to hold one of the shields, maybe for a little bit. But we might want to sell this shit later than sooner. I wish there's a way to... I keep, like, hitting the L and R buttons. I'm like, this isn't a Super Nintendo game, bro. Oh, so I was going to say, so all of your stats are determined by your character's level and their job level currently, except for HP, which is increased by Vitality, which is determined by your current level and current job level, and that is permanent. So, if you spend the whole game with every character as Monk at level 99, they will have max out health very early on. If you have everyone as Black Mage the entire game, they might not even get to HP max. That does suck. And once again, 5 did it better. But it's one of those things where, like, you're fine. Oh, fuck. Oh, there. That makes sense. Job level doesn't really affect your stats, just specific stuff. I could have sworn it did. I thought it was job level does improve your stats along with level. I could have fucking sworn. I could be wrong though. Yeah, Monk's not bad right off the gate. He's not. Improves the effect of spells and gives you extra attacks. Okay, so still very good. So just the job essentially is what determines your stats then. Every 16 levels or something changes the amount of moves. Raw stats the same. Gotcha. Oh man, Clanchu got his fucking ass beat. We gotta heal him up. They're like beating the shit out of him. Hey, Jonka's skill level up, Nigel. Oh, that does mean that your fastest characters will generate, because it's you get job points based on action. Your fastest characters will generally get more job levels because they're usually the last to act to finish the fight. So already, he is becoming stronger, better. I wish it tells you the job points. Is it there and I'm just blind? It might be. Like, job point amount might be just like an invisible mechanic that it's there. You just can't actively see it. At skill below the class. Oh, that's job level though. I meant job points. So job points I don't see. I see total XP and total to XP to the next level, but there's no like job point. Like I don't see how many more actions until the next level. I think it's just an invisible stat. Next to money on the main menu. But that's capacity points to change jobs. Yeah, so job points. Yeah, okay, so job points are invisible. Yes. Big straw early is that lowers the cost of reclassing. Yes, but I mean already I have 10, which yeah, I mean yes, it does take a while. Oh yeah, so here you can see a perfect example. So changing from fighter to anything else is 8. Black Wizard is far on the I don't know, the fucking Venn diagram, whatever you want to imagine it. Black Mage is very far from fighter. Monk is closer to Black Mage, oddly enough, and fighter very far from White Mage and Red Mage. Fucking can't can't really explain that. Red Mage is close to White Mage, which I'm grateful for, because I'm planning on swapping him to that later. He's going to be the only one I swap. But yeah, really, I think the game wants you to, after you change classes, just like mess with, like have a little bit of thought before you change it, but also then use it for a little bit. But you'll have plenty of points. I don't recall ever being in a situation where like, fuck, bro, I don't have enough crystal points. Fuck this game. So it's like, it's annoying that it's there and it shouldn't be there, but you're not gonna run into the issue of having it. You know what I mean? Oh shit, I forgot to buy stuff, huh? Open this. This is a hell of a beginner tutorial town, huh? We've been here for a little bit. Granted, I'm yapping. I'm fucking over here nutting. Alright, let's go into the temple. It's time to pray. Shabbat Shalom. Here. Hell yeah. I'm assuming that's just gonna cure poison. I'm kind of weird. That's kind of weird. It's like, yeah, you have the one spell. All right. Yeah, fuck Black Mage, right? Shit, if I could do it all over again, I would have had it be Warrior, Monk, Red Mage, Red Mage. Swap out a Red Mage once you get some more spells, you know? At some points, depending on how much you grind, you might get stuck, especially on sections where they want you to reclass everyone. Yeah, but you really had to be reclassing a lot leading up to that point, I would think. But once again, I could be wrong. We'll re-explore this shit while playing. Yeah, I just don't remember ever being in that situation. I've played the original version up until the Crystal Tower. And on the original hardware, too, which is crazy. I had bought Final Fantasy 3 in box, manual and all, for like 500 yen. Which is crazy. I don't know. It's a good deal if you ask me. Nunchaku. I think he'll actually clap more asses. It's like Final Fantasy 1, where the nunchucks are your training wheels for Monk. Getting into Crystal Tower is like half the journey. I can't say you're wrong. I can't say you're wrong. It's the one major complaint I have with this game. I really do think if you're grading Final Fantasy 3 as an 8-bit JRPG, I think it's phenomenal. That Crystal Tower, though, is fucking ass. Yeah, nunchucks are fine as long as you dual wield. Yes, I was gonna get to that. Fists count as dual wielding only if you have 2 fists. Nunchucks count as dual wielding as long as you have 2 nunchucks. One of each fucks ass. It's a free nunchuck at the first floor of the cave you left. First floor of the cave I left on the tutorial. Hidden chest. Got it. The question is, do I want to go back there for 60? I probably don't. I have the longsword, right? I could buy another longsword. And more dag. Yeah, oh, here's worth it. Well, let me sell. That's pretty good. 500. Oh, good thing I held on to them. Man, they might be worth fucking just selling straight up. Sell that. Alright, only 20 for that. 75 for potions. I mean, we could sell 2 potions. We might want them, though. The first floor of the cave you never go because you skip it by teleporting after the boss. Okay, so maybe I do want to check that out. That's kind of interesting. There's also like 1k gold. Alright, I mean, I guess that's a fair point, is no one would go back because you think that's all you get there. 500. Fuck. That's pretty good. I say we sell the South Wind. We might be beating ourselves up over it later, but I think early game, that's a pretty good deal. It's kind of hidden secret to sell guides. And they only got better at that. The PlayStation 1 games in particular were discussing about that. Do I want to buy like a 4-pack of daggers? We sell switchblades. Buy 10 switchblades, get 1 free. Thank you. One, 2, 3, 4. I might buy a 4-pack of daggers. that's really fucking funny to me. Shit. Fuck, that's good. I like that. Alright. Cleanse you. You're gonna be a sick motherfucker. You're gonna be stabbing people, yeah. Prison rules. Oh, we can sell the fucking knives now, huh? Oh wait, we bought 2 nunchucks for this piece of shit. But yeah, it's legit the same exact thing as Final Fantasy 1, where like you'll just hit a point where they're better unarmed, and you just kind of got to figure out what the fuck that point is, which is fine. Oh my goodness! Oh, they're fucking deadly now. We're gonna be cutting up assholes left and right. So, does it work the opposite way? Wow, that's shit. Yeah, I'll give you like, 4 pennies for 4 knives. We got daggers over here. Can I auto sort? No, I'm asking too much of the game. I have 1 extra fucking dagger. I'll hold on to the extra dagger. Oh, what do we got? Oh, we got the fucking copper, bro. The copper ring. Oh, that's straight out Final Fantasy 1. Fascinating. I think they already have leather hats. We have leather shields. We don't have leather clothes. I only need 2 of them, though. Let's equip up and see if we have enough to, It's kind of interesting whether you hit B for the contextual menu. Shit. There we are. Oh, we're like fully kitted out. That's awesome. And I will give you a copper. This is +1. Honestly, it's kind of expensive for a +1. I wonder if there's any like hidden stats to the copper ring. You could always look that up later on. Is that enough to buy? I can. Look at that. We can fully kit out. Fuck yeah. Neat. You just +1 to compensate for the +1 defense from vitality. Yeah, just because it's a mage only, so it's gonna help. It's just to help him out. Now, is that supposed to be a ring, you think? Or is that supposed to be like some sort of like armlet? Like you're that chick from that one really good Square Enix game where you're the black chick with all the magic power. What's that one called? Alright, we'll go back in there. We'll see what's up. That's interesting. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I ever went back in here. That's crazy. That's a fucking neat little secret, just for those that are like, yeah, let's go back into there. It's like, alright, we'll reward you. Yeah, we're now, like, we're clapping ass for early enemies. We got, like, so much fucking defense. Everyone's swinging 2 times. You want to end the early fights before anything bad happens. Limited HP. Interesting. 1,000. Oh, jeez. All right. Okay, I thought you said like 200 gil. That's a fucking difference right there. Conspicuous corner. I'll keep an eye on it. Also, like, God, it's. This was what I was saying, right? Guess the nunchucks were in the other dungeon. It's fine. I already bought it. I completely forgot to not buy it. But like, I know Final Fantasy 2 kind of like made the bestiary, but 3 really establishes the fact that, like, yeah, we're gonna redesign the enemies entirely every entry. I think there's some repeats between Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 2, but I feel like it wasn't that much, because Final Fantasy 1 was this D&D shit. In Final Fantasy 2, they kind of, you know, made their own bestiary. But like, the cutesy-looking goblins, you know, it's just interesting. Was this place Kazoos? Yep, Kazoos. What's the other place? I already forget what the fucking starting town was. Aye. Oh, this music's also good. Very, very good, like, mystery music. D&D, you just wait until Ahriman. Well, that's what I was saying, was the Ahriman in this one first? Because I could have sworn, wait, did he first appear in this one? Didn't Ahriman appear first in Final Fantasy 1? I think there was something that looked like it, but wouldn't it, like, petrify your ass? I don't know. My memory is just all over the place. Sorry, I thought you were ghosts too. This town is cursed. There's ghosts in the inn. Why are you camping right outside of it? It's like the beholder with wings. Yeah, they definitely don't, like, hide the fact that they were really, really inspired by D&D and, you know, Ultima and Wizardry, which was inspired by D&D. But I wanted to say, I think it was, Sakaguchi. One of them, like, brought back with them after, like, spending time in, like, San Francisco or some shit at, like, a tech convention. They, like, brought back a D&D book. That's all. That's so generous. That's so generous. Yeah, so Final Fantasy 3 is fucking weird, because unlike 1 and 2, which, like, don't care about your feelings and will, like, curb stomp your asshole, Final Fantasy 3 is really forgiving until you get to the Crystal Tower at the end. Very strange. It's great that I got fucking... Oh, but I can't buy from yet. It's been turned into this dreadful form by Jin's curse. So it's gonna be the same everywhere. They don't even talk. Unless that's what they're saying. And they're referring to themselves as it. That's a revivification place. They even, like... So did they just turn to these guys, or have they been this for a while? Because there's, like, rocks and shit all over the road. Oh, okay, so that's... Okay, they were talking. Weird. The only thing which can reseal Jin is the mithril ring made in this town. The Jin who was contained in the Cave of the Seal was freed in the earthquake. Yes, there's an earthquake that happened, and all sorts of crazy shit happened as a result, and that's when we fell into the crystal cave, and the crystal's like, guys, you gotta go, and there's shit going down. Go, here's power, go. Go do what? Die and fuck you, just go. Alright, we'll go do something. I want my pretty face back. There's a mithril ring made for the Princess Sarah of... Or is it Sarah? Princess Sarah of Sassoon Castle. If only you had that ring. I'm Sid from Kanan. The Nell... Yeah, you met Sid, like, immediately in this one. The Nell Valley got blocked by a boulder, and I wasn't able to get back to Kanan. I know, how would you guys pronounce it? So I decided to stay the night at the inn here, and then this happened. Will you help me if I lend you my airship? It's hidden in the desert to the west. Heard about the airship in the western desert. Yay! It's a little bit Final Fantasy 2E. Like, learn the thing, but they kind of remove the thing. Don't get me wrong, I feel like it's too... How to put it? You can always, like, whine and complain about how, like, an interesting mechanic that was in an older game isn't in the next game or never used again. But to me, that's what makes every individual entry special and stand out, is because it has those unique things that aren't used again. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. You'd like to see some of these shits repeated, but it not repeating, it gives, like, lastability to each entry. there might be some hidden shit for me. I want booze. Ah, look at that shit, motherfucker. Ah, we got free potion, hell yeah. Potion in air quotes. That's some fucking Hennessy, baby. We're gonna chug that shit. Butt chug that shit. Because it feels right. They just, like, that's crazy. Just because, especially coming off of Final Fantasy 1 and 2. Which aren't, like, that punishing. I think some of the, like, early Dragon Quests are more punishing, if you ask me, but... Still, just to be like, yeah, no, we'll have, like, a linear fucking dungeon. And we'll give you, like, free healing and free reviving and a whole bunch of money right out the start. And, you know, feel free to test out some of these jobs. And I think that's really good. Obviously, there's some, you know, difficulty in Final Fantasy 4, especially if you play the original. 5 has some difficulty if you don't know what you're doing. 6, 7, and 8, I think, are piss easy. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I really do think those are really easy games. I think they're intended to be really easy games, so. And now I want to, like, search everything. I feel like since this game gives you so much free healing, it expects you to grind. Yes. Which, once again, that's, you know, the capacity points. I can see why they use them. I do disagree with the fact that they're here, you know? But I do disagree that, they're in there, but I also kind of disagree that people, like, complain about them too much. Like, complain about them, but it's not the end of the fucking world. You'll have plenty of capacity points. What is this? Weird, huh? It's kind of weird that there's this, like, fucking... I mean, I appreciate the free potion. I just don't know what the little hidden shack is. Maybe after it's populated, there's gonna be something popping up here. You know what? Let's see. Yeah, I complain about other shit most of the time. Yeah. What? I guess my thing is, like, with the capacity points is when people, like, they hate switching the jobs, but that's like, all right, you're playing it kind of like Final Fantasy 5. To me, that reminds me of, like, when people are playing Final Fantasy 8. And they're like, oh my god, you have to draw 99 of every spell. It's like, no, you really don't, though. You can get it a lot more efficiently. Throw mine. Let's come back here. We'll see if we talk to Princess Sarah or whatever and get the airship first. Interesting. I don't remember the intro of this game being so intricate with, like, the towns and shit. Oh, it counts my saves? That's lame. I hate that. It's like, don't count that. I have problems. It's gonna be up to, like, fucking 99999 by the time of the end of the fucking game. Oh, but what I was saying, it's like when people complain about 8, or, what's another one people complain about, and it's like, you're the one doing it. Oh, Final Fantasy 2. Or like, yeah, Final Fantasy 2, I think Final Fantasy 2 has a lot of problems. But one of the problems is not, oh, you have to hit yourself to get stronger. It's like, no, you're doing that. Stop it. Stop doing that. Why are you doing that? Oh, it's goddamn. What a cool game. Like, Final Fantasy 9 just hits the ground, or Final Fantasy 9. Final Fantasy 3 just hits the ground running with this fancy shit. It's like, we're gonna give you the airship immediately. Fuck you. And why did Sid bury this? It's like, yeah, I buried my fucking airship in the sand and then I got cursed. But yeah, why did you bury it? Are you winning yet, son? Well, I got the airship. Fucking 1 hour into the game. So we need this to land over here. But first, go in here and say what's up. This is a private parking spot. Yeah, but do you get, like, a shovel? It's not like when you land on the desert, it gets buried, so he had to have done it. Why did he do it? Alright, Princess Sarah. Everyone's been turned into ghosts by Jin. Since I was away on a mission, I was spared. If I had a mithril ring, I could reseal Jin, but the village of Kazus, where the ring is made, is in the same condition. What should I do? Alright, so I think we do have to go through the Mithril Mine to get the ring, but I still want to talk to these guys. There's like all sorts of hidden cool shit here? I think so. Ah! A lot of good loot here, yeah. There are a lot of interesting 8-bit RPGs. You still need to play Willow on the NES. Yeah, there's a lot of the like really interesting 8-bit JRPGs are actually action RPGs, like Willow, to my understanding. And then was there the Crystallis? That's another one people really like. There's the one that was like it's supposed to be a Terminator game. What the fuck was that one called? Journey to Silius? Was that like an action RPG? What is this red wisp? Fascinating. I might want to just waste some capacity points and turn Clanju into a red mage. And then after I get more specialized magic, be like, alright, now is time for white mage. Or in black mage. He is getting a lot of fucking mana. I don't think it's really worth it. Yeah, it's probably not. I mean, you're right. You're probably right, honestly. Especially because it's fucking 16. What the fuck? Yeah, if I could do it all over again, I probably would do that. Got a holy arrow. Nice. Ooh, alright, zombie. You know what we can do? We can cure. But what is pure? Is pure like I'm assuming it's, takes away, like it's like an antidote, right? I'm gonna just assume cure. It is antidote. If I ever play FF1 again, I'm gonna go monks and red mages. That's what I did for my playthrough. I did 2 monks, 2 red mages. I did a random number generator. And I did pick up on sale the Pixel Remaster, and I just started a file. I didn't do anything, but I used another random generator for that one. I rolled, kind of interesting. I rolled, Thief, Monk, Red Mage, Black Mage. So no healer, no warrior. That's kind of the cool thing about, Final Fantasy 1, is that, like, it really does work. You can just play with anything, and it'll be a different experience. Monks are disgusting when they get stronger. Well, that's the thing is, like, when I played 2 Red Mage, 2 Monk, right? Like, monks cost no money. Red mages are fucking expensive. The red mages were awesome up until around the halfway point where they started to drop off. But that was right when the monks started to pop off. And then by the last 2 dungeons, the monks were fucking insane. Especially with the red mages buffing them. With like, here's more speed, here's more evasion, here's more fucking defense and attack. It's crazy. When you get scholars, they actually outdamage a monk on the front row with dual-wield books. Yes, that is a thing I am aware of. That scholars are better in the front row than the back. Very strange class. Ah, fuck. Hopefully I'm alright. Alright, good luck me. Hopefully I don't die here. No, we got here. Well, we can split here. Let's see how fucking useless it is. I like that animation. Hey, honestly, that's not bad. Split cast his ass again. Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad though, right there. Yeah, all things considered. And I don't know what you mean by again. It got the job done when necessary in 2, but I don't think there was split cast in 1. It was just a spell was either hitting everyone or hitting one, like the like Fyra, right, would just hit everyone in 1. cure him. Hey, there we are. All right, not too scary. Not too bad. Let's see here. Split cast in 2 is like 1/8 power. Yeah, but like, depending on what you're doing and what you're trying to do, like if there's... You gotta remember how long those battles were. If you're up against a whole bunch of dudes that are weak to a spell, you split cast it to try to kill as many as possible in one go to save time, because every battle took forever into... My god, especially when there's like 8 fucking enemy sprites on screen. Holy shit. Interesting. Okay. It really is like a magic sword. Crazy. Huh. And was it like extra damage against undead or ghosts? Or I guess same thing, right? Is that just all it does? Is extra damage undead? Holy elemental. Neat. Yeah, that's neat. That's like a unique red mage. Yeah, like I feel like the game definitely in this early part, they want you to have a red mage, at least one, but preferably 2. Preferably fighter, monk, red mage. Fighter, monk, double red mage. I feel like is kind of what they want you to have early on. Let's see. I knew you'd sexy be streaming at the usual time. Oh, and howdy. I knew it. What's good, Pickle? How you doing? Well, you knew it'd be more Final Fantasy. You know it, bro. I gotta fucking unwind after my second to last work week for my current job. Yeah, we're gonna fucking heal after that. Either 2 fighters, monk and red mage. Fighter, 2 monks, red mage. Expect. Well, I'll give you 1 sword and 1 cure spell. That's true. Yeah, I guess, yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's probably the best fucking, fucking job mix. I'm gonna keep what we got. Definitely, but oh wait, this is for yeah, you go in here. I did beat this game. I didn't only beat this game recently. I also replayed it not long after and got to the Crystal Tower again. Wait, so if you hate, so you're not saying you hate Final Fantasy 3. You're just saying you like Final Fantasy 2 more, which is still to me bizarre. But yeah, once again, I appreciate 2. After playing the NES version, way more than I used to. I think, I don't hate it, I just think it's one of the weakest Final Fantasies. Yeah, I'll just disagree with that, straight up, but, you know, to each his own, baby boy. I actually like Saga games, though. Oh, that's why. Alright, we found the weirdo. Fucking, ban him. Everyone ban Aurelia. It's been a good run. It's been a good run. I've tried playing the Saga games. On numerous occasions. They're too fucking weird. I don't know. It's like they're weird for the sake of being weird. I had to like bend my mind. Just like the first 2. Although I heard Saga 3 is more like a Final Fantasy game, and that the Super Nintendo sagas are interesting. I don't know. Yeah, the Game Boy ones, exactly. You do love your Final Fantasy, except 16. It was like watching you self-flagellating. Well, once again, with my ranking, 16 I would have in the bottom 3. With 2, just because 2 is kind of like broken, but I admire it. And 13, because 13's a massive fucking piece of shit. 13's the very bottom one. Saga 3 wasn't even a Kawazu game. Yeah, Saga, that's what I hear. I hear that Saga 3 is the closest one to a Final Fantasy game. But do you recommend that one? Is that, like, fun, though? Like, did you like that one, or did you feel like that just wasn't what you were looking for? The SNES ones are peak Saga. What about the PlayStation 1 ones? I forget the naming convention for those, but are those like not good? But Super Nintendo I should go to. Let's see. Saga 3 is like Crystal Chronicles, but not for babies. Got it. Alright, so now let's go to the right time. There's a lot to do with this intro area, like a lot of optional shit. They really just hook you up. PS1, don't you mean PS2? No, weren't there Saga games for PlayStation 1? Saga Frontier or whatever? Now you're fucking with me. Saga Frontier. Yeah, Saga Frontier. Because Romancing Saga was PS1, right? Or Romancing Saga was Super Nintendo. Romancing Saga. Those Romancing Saga 1, 2, and 3 were the Super Nintendo ones, and Frontier was the PS1 ones. Were those any good? Okay, there was a remake on PS2 for Romancing Saga. But yes, what about a Frontier though? Did you ever play those? All right, so let's go up here. But yeah, like I've always wanted to go back and play them, but I kind of want to play them in order. But I've never finished Saga 1 because it's like stopping a freight train with my face. This is how it feels playing that game sometimes. Although I appreciate the weirdness. It's after a while I'm like, all right, I appreciate it, but not enough to play through the whole thing. I'll get to like the water world and then usually stop. So I'll beat the first world of Saga 1. Let's see, Pickles Demon Soul run. Hell stuck, it's rough. Let's see, Saga, it's kind of a mix of some GBA ones, some other stuff. Saga 1 is too simple, I agree. You play 2. Very briefly, I didn't really give it too good of a shot. Most of my time has been with 1, and then 2 briefly, occasionally. But let's sleep in the princess's bed, and then beat off in the princess's bed. Fuck yeah. Anything else in here? Yeah, but I'll keep that in mind. At some point, I'll give Saga games another shot, but skipping 1. I'm not gonna keep trying for Saga 1. I think black mages can use bows? Are you sure about that? That's fucking weird if true. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, bro. There's some weird shit in this game. I know rangers can use white magic, for example. There's just stuff like that, so you do want to just try random stuff. Holy arrows are super good in the next dungeon. I'll swap to him once Clan Jew runs out. 20. I should be able to blow through 20 wooden arrows real quick. Took Dark Mages, Dark Knights with the white magic. Yeah, there's some fucking weird shit, and you wouldn't even think to try it if you're coming back to this game from future Final Fantasies, because this one just does some weird shit, which I appreciate. All right. Oh wait, I need the fucking ring. Let me get the fuck back over here. Oh man, they got like fucking 4 dungeons for your ass in the starting area. My god. By the way, there's recently a remake of Romancing Saga 2. That one was done pretty well. How should I feel if I'm like a purist and I like to experience the game originally, but Romancing Saga 2 was never released in America to my understanding, but there's fan translations, but I might just enjoy it more if I play the fucking remake? I'm a stubborn jackass, I know. Do I have to come back here later? Maybe. Probably. Yes. There are limits even to your level of masochism? Maybe. I mean, I like the original versions of a lot of games, but if it's something like Saga, where I don't really like it, but if a remake is going to make me like it, then maybe I should just suck it up to play the remake. I'm curious if you should just play the fan translation. So, like, yeah, how do they play, though? So, do they play alright, the SNES Saga games? I think it's really fun. Alright, I'll fuck around with it, then. That's wild that, like, black mages are just bowmen. I wouldn't have even thought to try that. I really like the sprites in this game with the, I mean, obviously your homies look cool, but, yeah, the enemies as well. Like, they're just, the goblins, skeletons, they're very fun. They're almost like a little goofy, but without being too goofy, you know? No, that's a lot of fucking dickheads, huh? These guys might kick the shit out of me. There's just a lot of them. Yeah, we might have it. Romancing, shit. Oh, I gotta keep an eye on how this shit goes. Romancing Saga 1 in specific's really crazy. Shit's completely open world with no hand-holding. It's funny because Romancing Saga is Final Fantasy 4 graphics, Romancing 2 is FF5, Saga 4 is FF6 graphics. So I feel with some of the Dragon Quest games, just noticing the jump up in visual quality with those games. Although, yeah, I still need to play, how was it, like Live Alive or Live Alive, whatever the fuck it's called. Ooh, that was a fascinating little spell you just hit me with, motherfucker. Might have to run from this fuck. Oh, alright, we might know. Now is the time to run. These are spooky mummies. I can fight a couple of mummies, not 20 of them. Run! Good luck, guys. You'll need it. Yeah, when running, you get your asshole annihilated. Oh, alright, it didn't work, huh? Good thing I saved outside. Holy shit! Clanju the G. All right, Clanju, save us. Drag our courses. Run puts defense and evade to 0. Yeah, it's at least we can run. Isn't that like weird? I don't know. Where like a lot of old games, they kind of punish you. Old RPGs in particular, they punish you for trying to run away. But it's like, well, yeah, I'm trying to get away because I clearly overstepped your bounds. Like, well, you shouldn't have even done that. It's like, all right, well, I realize that now. Can you just let me? I'm choosing the run. Please just let me do it. Ooh, that's a nice sound. Purify yourself. Beautiful. Alright, let's see here. Let's heal up. There's nothing in there yet, so I guess I'm just... I don't have the fucking ring. I guess I'll meet the princess or some shit inside of the, Yeah, I think that's what happens, actually. You meet the princess inside, and she gives you the ring. Although, I don't know, they're saying, like, oh, you can only seal the ring, the Djinn with the mithril ring, and this is a town of mithril, so you would think it would be in here. I don't know why you would go there. Why does this town have a synagogue? Because you gotta celebrate Shabbat every week. And when you eat the gefilte fish and the fucking unleavened bread. Gotta eat those matzo balls. What are you, some kind of anti-Semite? I bet you stand with Palestine. You fucking sick fuck. Oi! Hold up, let me do let me do another quick save here. Oh man, I'm getting some fucking points here. That's my crystal points. 17, sick. Alright, Cave of the Seal. Let's do this shit. Let's walk around as a monk. I think that shit looks cool. See, like, you can just see the fucking chests around the corner. Now, you could be an asshole and be like, well, you give Final Fantasy 13 shit for that. It's like, yes, but I can go into towns. And there's different, you know, different gimmicks, and you investigate shit, and you have to use different strategies for different battles. It's beautiful. Speaking of which, for Final Fantasy 13, I am, like done. I did like a third of the fucking pulse hunts, and I'm almost out of like pulse. I mean, you get all the teleporters if you actually stick with the hunts, you get the ability to teleport, and like chocobos populate the map, and same with cactar, and so you actually get, you know, something. Wow, another cure, huh? Oh, you fucking whore. Yeah, I'm thinking red mage is the way to go here. If they did not give you 2 cures, yet, you know, yes, probably fighter, monk, or red mage or some shit, but this cure is because the other cure was kind of hidden, but it's still nice to have too. I'm not sure if these guys count as undead if they're mummy. I feel like it's probably yes. Ooh, got him with the cure. These mummies are kind of fucked up. I'll be real with you. We'll use it on 1, and we'll see. We'll have to see. Alright, well, I'm locked in. I'm locked in on seeing how this fucking hits. 60 damage is undead. Alright. Alright, so fucking Kwanji can one-shot these fuckers with cures. Okay. Okay. I think that is a safe bet. Now I gotta cure this poison. I guess I'll lean on items, because A, I'm never gonna use the items otherwise, but B, using holy arrows, how are we doing on wooden arrows? Oh, we have 12 of them left, though. Alright. Or no, I have 52. Oh, did I find more? And now it's stacked. Okay, it's stacked with the new ones. Got it. Neat. Or maybe you only equip them in 2s? Yeah, you only equip them in 20s. Interesting. Okay, it's like a quiver. So it's like, I guess, you can, like, upkeep them, alright? Like, I guess every now and then open the menu and re-equip them. Neat. Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, just unique aspects of this game. Here we are. 1, 2... After I said, let me use items, to kind of, my brain, you know, if you've seen the stream, you know. It's not you guys' first rodeo. I'm retarded. But yeah, we do want to save some of our, cures if we can. Whoa, alright, so he's fucking blinded my ass? Holy shit. Oh, we did get some eye drops. I mean, we bought them in like a pack of 4 at the store. I don't know why that's so funny to me. I'll throw them on afterwards. I just know I'll end up using it. And then they'll just, like, blind me again. Yeah, case in point. Hey, we got level ups. Alright, I kind of fucking need them. Wow, they're kind of beating the shit out of me. Items. This is why you buy the 4 packs of fucking eye drops when you go to the store on the weekend. For that reason specifically. Potion. Yeah, so you can see, like, obviously, like, there's a change in your vitality for when you level up. It's not huge. It's definitely there. You can definitely feel it, but it's not... Wow. How much do potions heal by? Hey. Get fucked. Hey, look at this fine bitch. I'm Sarah, the daughter of King Sassoon, and my computer just locked for some fucking reason. There we are. There we are. Potions are like a single cast of cure. Was pretty fucking good. Playing Final Fantasy Tactics recently, it's kind of funny. The potions really do remind me of Final Fantasy V potions, where they are cheap as shit, but they kind of suck. They get the job done. But you can see why they're like ridiculously cheap. Alright, I'm Sarah, the daughter of King Sassoon. Princess Sarah, why did you come to such a place? Since I was wearing the mithril ring, I wasn't put under the Jinn's curse. I came here to help everyone, but I can't make any further because of the monsters. This place is dangerous, Princess Sarah. Please, wait at the castle. No, I'm going. I'll have to keep going alone if I have to. Oh, you fucking slut. Take me with you. You can't seal Jinn without this mithril ring. Seems like we have no choice. Yay. Oh, so, yeah, so in this game, alright, so in Final Fantasy 2, you'd have guest characters that would fill in your 4th slot until you got, Edgelord Darth Vader. And, he would just stay with you for the rest of the game, and you'd stream like a permanent member. This game, centers around having guest characters that, they're not in your party, they just jump in and will, like, occasionally, like, do some cool shit for you and then jump out. So, it's kind of like a random thing. Think of them almost like the summons in Final Fantasy 15 or something, maybe. Obviously, they don't end the entire battle for you, but, pretty cool. And you can talk to them. Look at that, party chat. I'm Sarah, who might you be? I'm Nigel. Nice to meet you. I came here alone and got stuck. I'm so lucky you came, thanks a ton. I have to seal Jinn with this ring and save everyone. Take me to Jinn. Jinn is a flame devil. He must be weak against the cold. Well, look at all the fucking info she's given me. Well, I held on to that, frost fucking thing, but I mean, that gave me 500 gil, but would have been nice to hold on to. Came here alone, got stuck. I'm so lucky you came. Thank it's a ton. Alright, she's not saying anything else. Alright. Now do we go back and save and then get a full stock of heals? Look at that, you even get a little visual of them. Alright, level 4 fighter. So one thing that's kind of weird about Final Fantasy 3 though is all the job levels go up to level 99, which is kind of fucking excessive, if you ask me. I mean, the amount of grinding you have to do in order to get that shit high up is crazy. Dungeons small, you can keep going. Yeah, but what about the boss? It'd be nice to restock on my heals and also eye drops. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that real quick. Fuck it. Let me stock up on eye drops. I'll get a couple extra levels. I'll have her in my party. I'll feel better. Because there's gonna be fights like this where, yes, I could run. But running's for pussies, bro. Yeah, I'll like have mummy fights, I'll have fights against skeletons with the fucking blind spell, so I'll spend some money on some eye drops. I'll feel better about it. But yeah, it's like Final Fantasy 3 is like very forgiving. The dungeons aren't too ass rapey. Having the auto target the next dude once the first dude dies is like really it's a good quality of life. I've heard arguments saying that even though it's a pain in the ass, you know, slashing the darkness with, you know, when you overcommit on one motherfucker, it does keep you very, very engaged in Final Fantasy 1 and 2. And once again, that's only if you're playing the original versions, which no one does anymore. Everyone plays the fucking, like, you know, everyone did the fucking Game Boy Advance ROMs, and then they did the shitty PC ports that Square Enix put out, and then they did the Pixel remasters. I guess people play the PS1 versions as well. Same thing with the PSP versions. The PSP versions were alright. Yeah, that shit's really annoying. And also, Nigel's almost dead. Yeah, I can't even fucking hit these motherfuckers. Holy shit. No, don't run. Don't run, motherfucker. Here. Here are my homies. I like the little, like, spell circle of fucking fire that pops up. It's pretty cool. Because wasn't Final Fantasy IV the first one with, like, the green orbs of flame, or was that this one where you're trying to summon? I guess they both had that. I guess I'm thinking of this one where you're trying to summon. Yeah, a lot of, like, neat visual cues and general flow was established with 3. Like, 1 through 4 are just, like, real important games for the franchise. Obviously, I think 4 smokes the shit out of 1 through 3. I feel like it's hard to argue otherwise, although you could give 4 some shit for having, like, no customization, and I feel like that's fair critique, but it does everything else so well. Man, I'm getting my fucking ass kicked over here. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, where I want to just fucking be very safe in this dungeon. I'll, buy some extra potion. Buy some eye drops, have Sarah at my party, maybe get an extra level. I'll have a better fucking time for the rest of the game, being like, yeah, slightly stronger. And I might even want to change Clanju into a fucking, well, I mean, this guy, he's got the bow, though, at the same time. We're getting some use out of him with the bow. But it is tempting to want to put him into a red mage, so then I can make use of the cure while still having him be more mage-like. I'm gonna do the standard thing of having, like, the top 2 be more offensive-y guys, like melee guys, and having the bottom 2 be more magic-y guys. So yeah, because your stats aren't like, the only stat that's really changed by like permanently for a level and not set by like job level and level is your HP. So it doesn't really matter who you change to what job, except for the crystal costs. You want them to be kind of similar-ish to that. But I mean, you know, as the game goes on, you're gonna slowly accumulate those crystal points. You're gonna be fine. Probably would have been better to single task that. I was hoping it would do more. Jesus. Yo, that poison fucking sucks. It's just scary, man. The sound effect, the effect itself. These guys are just fucking scum. Yeah, we'll stock up on antidotes, potions, eye drops at not Kazoos, not so soon. Oh fuck! Yeah, I think leaving was the correct call. I'm just gonna fucking pat myself on the back for that one. Just saying. I'm good. I don't want them to get out of sync, out of pure autism, but God, and they're like hitting me with this fucking shit. Yeah, if you could run sometime this century, that'd be great. Yeah, so at what point did like running away, they just like fucking give it to you instead of like fucking punishing the shit out of you for even thinking about running? What year do you guys think that was a thing? Maybe sometime mid-90s, I feel. Holy shit. Dead. You're just dead. Hey, that's why they didn't bring this overseas. The fucking Nintendo fucking horseshit. Join the Nintendo horseshit today. You better not have any crosses or churches in your game. Pentagrams, that's fine. You can have pentagrams, that's fine, but not not a cross. That's too evil and fucked up. We're gonna bang the fucking princess at the local fucking slum-ass hotel. Alright, let's check stats. Well, we're level 6 now. We got a nice stock of fucking spells. This makes you wonder why they give you the fucking Black Mage early on. Bro, that's an actual Star David. What the shit? Come on, Square. Well, look, it's not just because at the local synagogue they sell demon magic doesn't mean the game's trying to imply anything, Pickle. You need to grow up. Just because you sell your soul to Satan in the synagogue in order to cast fire spells doesn't mean you should use your brain to think. In Japan, whenever they want to show demonic mysticism, they use the Star of David. I wonder what those men from China were trying to tell us. Oh, look at that! She's got a different sprite. Yeah, because it's kind of like... Well, you're like the palette of the sprite has to match the area you're in. It's kind of cute. They're probably using enough memory to have all of these guys have the same look. Where's the end? There we go. Alright, I'm gonna buy, can I buy a 10-pack of eye drops? And a 10-pack of antidotes and a 10-pack of potions, please? Thank you. No, this is fine. It's buying in bulk. We're gonna go to the local BJ's and get a fucking buy in bulk, so that way we're good for the winter. We gotta get a bunch of NyQuil. Don't forget the motherfucking Newports. Let's buy it in a pack of 10 so we can save 10%. Yeah, I don't know what the percentage is. I want to say it's like buy 10, save 10%, buy a 4-pack, save 5%. The character doing the Naruto run is a nice touch. Guess if you could squint, it kind of looks like that. Oh, from that, okay, that angle, yeah, okay, I can see it. What about me as a pimp? Do you like me with my pimp hat and pimp cloak and presumably a pimp cane? So I did save right before coming in here, right? God, I wish my memory was better with that kind of shit. Alright, so that was a dry run for the first dungeon. Now we're gonna go through here. Yeah, it's pretty, like, elaborate, fucking tutorial mini world closed off. You got your castle, your fucking spooky mystery town, your starter baby town, starter cave, optional area, and then your real cave. Do a really good job of giving you a nice vertical slice. And Quanji is almost dead already. Good. Yeah, I barely fucking noticed. And let me stock up Clanju's fucking quiver of holy arrows. It's fucking crazy. This is the idea of like a black, like, yeah, just bizarre. Like, you know, you have rangers can use white magic, dark knights can use white magic, black mages can use fucking arrows. Fucking mass hysteria, bro. Speaking of it, there's demon shekels. Shekels are literally demonic in the world of Final Fantasy III. This is why they couldn't bring this over here. Wow, I'm getting my ass kicked over here. Maybe I should give, like, some of these guys a fucking shield. Calm down, Fisto. You can't gamble with these. Don't tell me what I can and can't do. I'll stop when I've had enough. Yeah, maybe for, like, Quanji. Maybe I do want him to have a shield or some shit. Maybe. He can take a fucking beating. The other two seem fine. I don't know. Maybe it was an unlucky hit. Laruai? Alright, let's give Nigel a potion as well. There we go. Alright. We're safe. So I may or may not own a house soon, if all goes well at least. Does that mean you're getting a house, or you're saying there might be a chance you lose a house? I'm gonna hope that's the former, not the latter. There's two different ways I could read that. If you get a house, that'd be fucking sick. Yeah, I'm not there yet. I'm not sure I'll ever be there. Maybe one day I will. I don't fucking know. I mean, I guess I'm getting this fucking, life change and shit. I'm getting, you know, a fucking small baby-ass, apartment, but, like, you know, dude, like, I'm looking at the fucking gyms nearby. There's gonna be, like, a 5-minute walk to the nearest boxing gym. That's insane. My boomer-ass dad at least wants to give me the house. Oh, that's sick. That's what's up, man. Can't say no to that. Fuck yeah, level ups, baby. I need it, apparently. My goodness. I feel like once you get going in 3, you're going golden until, Crystal Tower, and then you're like, okay, fuck me then. I wish Sarah would hop in and do something, that fucking bitch. Here we are. Did my grandmother ruin my family financially? Fuck, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I don't know, I just kind of fucking exist, and, I don't know, I'm really hoping this, I mean, I really think this move's gonna be really big in a good way for me. But, like, I'm hoping that, like, after a couple of years, I, like, move up, and then get enough money to be able to actually, like, do, I don't know. Get a house and shit. I don't know shit. Get married. Oh, we got eye drops. Fuck yeah. Hold up. I think this is the path of the bad guy, so let's go through. Hoping to step up for you, bro. Oh, it's fucking absolutely is. It just, in my mind, I'm already like, what would be the next step instead of enjoying this really quick? I mean, I'm enjoying this, but I'm saying I should enjoy this even more, right? Like, I should just relax, enjoy it. Nice Fight Club. By the way, it's that one always makes me laugh. It's a good one. Oh shit, it gave me a fuck. I just realized it gave me a south wind. Oh, we're gonna kick the fuck out of this guy, bro. But yeah, this is sick though. I'll get like nice resume padding. I'll be doing shit more in line to what I have, want to be doing. I'll have path to more progress. I'll be getting paid, default more. I'll have a gym nearby, beach nearby, better weather, closer to work, less of a commute. It's pretty much across the board gonna be an improvement. It's just crazy looking at like house prices, and I'm like, fuck. Like I'm just looking at like, what would be the next hurdle? And then I'm like seeing the next hurdle, like, all right, that following hurdle is 400,000 miles away. Good. Hurricane season, Cubans, alligators. Fuck yeah, dude. I know, as long as I don't die, I don't mind a hurricane, honestly. That's just really just my barrier. As long as I don't die, I'll be fine. I'll just make sure for hurricane, I like move my computer up on top of something. Also, you have to live in this state that's shaped like a peepee. Well, that's golden. Right now, I'm on the peninsula. That's the Delmarva Peninsula. That's also, if you really squint your eyes and put your head up against the map, it does look like a peepee as well. Cool. And then... I can see you already floating on your mattress at sea. How did I get here? Yeah, the only thing that would really give me anxiety, I already have one, like, I mean, it gives it, like, plus fucking 4 inches off the ground, but I have a little, like, stand for my PC, just so it's not on the fucking carpet, because I know static, I know, but I'm paranoid. Static and heat. But, I might want to, like, have the PC up on the desk behind a monitor facing away. I mean, I feel like the monitors will kind of make a shield around the PC, but I feel like I can probably make that do. I just need a big computer desk or something. My current one's big, but it's like cluttered. If I can get one with like a little bit more depth, I can make that shit happen. Or just rearranging it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, so that's my paranoia for if there's like a hurricane, if there's like flooding and my PC's on the ground. It's like, congratulations, you're fucked. Like, alright, let's avoid that. Man, these guys are fucking my ship, bro. I'm glad I like went back to town to stock up on eye drops and antidotes, dude. And potions. Jesus. Attack. Can you split cast? Yeah, I don't think split cast is that bad, honestly. I really don't. If it's curing everyone by like almost 20, that's like all I need to stay alive, you know? Yeah, it's like 10 to 15. Still, that negated that attack, you know what I mean? Bro, my PC is on my second desk, highest point in the room, baby. Over there in the fucking lowlands. Yeah, I know, I'm gonna have to, like, not have my shit on the, ground anymore. I'm currently near the beach-ish, but it's, like, a real fucking, like, shitty-ass, cold-ass, old people beach, and it's far enough away where it doesn't fucking help or matter, anything. I live on the second floor, so no danger of flooding. That's true, too. That's another good thing I should think of. I think all the places I was looking at in terms of, like, cheap prices were lower to the ground. I'll be fine. That'll be a funny way to go. Shit. 36 feet under sea level. That's crazy. That's wild. That's wild. That's crazy shit, bro. Oh my god, these fucking fights. I'm like, I can see the motherfucker right over there. I just want to make sure my potions last me. They should. Maybe I should have bought 20 potions at the store, but I didn't want to spend too much. I wanted to have some money for when I, like, restore people to the town and they're no longer invisible ghosts. Yeah, kill the skeleton first. I'm not sure if he is better or worse. Alright, one mummy left. We're good here. And he's, yeah, that's great. The venom also does damage on top of fucking poisoning. That's fun. If the dikes break, I'm dead as fuck. You just wanted money in case you run across the casino, don't lie. It's not Dragon Quest, although, yeah, fuck, man, I wish that fucking, Super Station got here earlier. I don't know when the fuck they're... I think they got way more orders than they thought they were gonna get. I'd say it was bullshit and I got scammed, but there are people online getting them and starting to do, like, unboxing videos. I think they were just, like, super hyper fucking behind. I'm not sure when I'm getting that shit. So yeah, I have more than enough shit to play right now. I'm cool with, hopping into, Dragon Quest 7 later on when that comes in. I'll hold off on it, it's fine. It's Jin, I'll seal him with this ring. You got this, princess. Haha, that thing won't work on me now. I'm allied with the great power of darkness. Charlie Murphy is laughing in the corner with him. We didn't even see him standing back there. Alright, we got Fire Gin, think Ice Magic, Curative Magic. And you got Holy Arrows. Yeah, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna do just fine. Although, actually, use the South Wind. Fuck this guy. Ooh, that's a little bit of damage there. Ooh, fuck. 260, man. That's gonna fucking help. If I held on to the other one, it'd be nice, but I wanted the 500 bucks, honestly. Honestly, I feel like he should be weak at that point from that. And as long as he's spreading his damage and not concentrating on one guy, but I'm not sure what his normal attack does. Might hit like a truck, I don't know. Hey, get fucked. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you do if you don't have that South Wind. You probably just get your ass kicked, honestly. Now, sir, seal Jin with the ring while he's weak. Thank you. Because of you, we were able to seal Jin again. Now, if we put this ring in Sassoon's holy spring, we can release Jin's curse. Oh, we gotta do another fucking dungeon? Fuck you. Let's use the ring's power to warp back to Sassoon Castle. That's a convenient power. Oh, and we're right there. Okay, never mind. Good. I appreciate it. Wherever the fuck we are. Thanks for your help. I guess this is goodbye. I mustn't leave my father's side. I'd like to go with you, but I'm sure I'd just get in the way. Sarah. Please come back and visit when your journey is over. I'll be waiting. That's the Final Fantasy VIII reference! Princess Sarah, please be sure to come back. I'll be waiting. That's another Final Fantasy VIII reference. Now she's gonna challenge me to a game of Tetra Master. Thank you. Please go see the king. He says he has to give you. Wait, what's a Tetra Master? Or was it Tetra Master? What the fuck was it called in Final Fantasy VIII? Triple Triad. There we are. I'm getting my card games mixed up. Please go see the king. He has something he wants to give you. There's a white slayer in the left tower. It is a holy sword with power against the undead. But only a red wizard can wield it. A secret route in the treasure room in this castle. I thank you sincerely for resealing Jin and rescuing Princess Sarah. Please take this. It may be of use to you. Oh, nice. I got a canoe. Please stay around a while. Sarah really wanted to see you. Secret route to the treasure room in this castle. I wish I knew where that was. Oh, probably in this castle. Means by that. Oh, shit. And they really like hidden fucking... I mean, there's a lot of hidden doors in Final Fantasy 2 as well. They just weren't really, like, necessary to beat the game, I don't think. RPGs in this era had an innocence to them. They really did. It's why I like this era of RPGs a lot. It's nice. It's goofy. So where the fuck does this lead? Oh shit, we got the ice spell finally and a leather shield. A fucking spell, my god. About time. Here you go, Clan Jew. You're welcome. Into the fireplace. Oi! The secret path to the treasure room in this castle. Oh, no, I think we found it. Hopefully this isn't a haunted chest or some shit. Oh shit, we got a tone for. Fuck yeah. It's a reflective of older geek media in general. Yeah, it's just good. It's just good stuff. That's why when I play these, I usually like going to the old ones. But yeah, I'm curious to fuck around with the pixel remasters. Oh shit, Nigel's strong as fuck, bro. I do occasionally have to check in with him to see if he's would in theory do better with unarmed. It's like Final Fantasy 1. Once they hit a certain level or job level or whatever, monks do start to do more boosted damage with just unarmed. Thousand gil, fuck yeah. That's how you get over here. Shit, wrong way. Yeah, so we had to go back through the secret door. Go back around here. But yeah, I think if you're gonna play an 8-bit JRPG, I feel like you could do... You can't really do much better than Dragon Quest IV and Final Fantasy 3. They're very goofy. I think then, followed not too far behind by, Final Fantasy 1, then, Dragon Quest 3, and then Phantasy Star 1. But after that, I feel like there's a significant drop-off of 8-bit JRPGs of, like, turn-based, not including action or anything. Thank you, Warriors. You're welcome. Feels good to be here, guys. I like how we sleep on the foot of the bed, all curled up. It's very cute. Double check. Alright, I think we got everything in the castle. Princess Sarah wanted to see you. Her room is at the top of the right tower. Hold up. Let's get our accolades. Let's get the fucking round of high fives. We'll start the dick sucking with you. And now we're gonna eat the princess's ass. It's a great way to get your corn for the day. Ah, he's got a wizard already up here doing the same thing. Fuck, you have the same idea. Princess Sarah talks about you every day. The truth is, I want to go with you, but I'm sure I just get in the way. Come see me when the journey is over. Alright. That's it for that. That's crazy, we're already like level 7. Yeah, it's a relatively short game until you get to the Crystal Tower, and then it drags. But we'll fucking beat this shit. Princess is too busy being the castle pump. Well, there is like 400 men in there, and she's the only woman. I guess there's the bitch by the front gate. He's like, Princess wants to talk to you. Where are we? Level 7 fighter, 7 monk, 5 red mage, 3 black mage. Yes, because we didn't really have spells, but now we can spam the living shit out of ice to try to catch him up to speed. Or at least try. We'll fucking try like hell. Like that little like aura of magic around him. Once again, the special effects started all the way back in Final Fantasy 1 with being able to see your party members. Now you're getting like cool like visual effects. One day you'll have Final Fantasy 16 where the entire screen is this visual effect. Alright, what we got up here? Oh, I can actually go up here now. Maybe. No. Can I go around the side? No. You never know. It's always good to, check. That's goofy old man Sid. I knew you could do it. I'm sure you can make better use of the airship than I could. Anyway, take me to the town of Cannon, where Granny's waiting, please. Oh, Cannon's the starting town. Got it. All the same, let me talk to everyone and grab some shit. It's a pretty in-depth starting quest, honestly. Thank you. Because of you, we're back to ourselves. Alright, we got a whole bunch of mithril shit to buy. More mithril shit to buy. Man, it's gonna be expensive. I think... Let's see, I'm Sid. I invented the airship. I'm famous. I must get back to Cannon. We gotta do something about the rock blocking the valley. My dear wife is waiting for me in Cannon. We mounted a mithril bow on the airship. We could smash the boulder by ramming it. Maybe we asked Taka, the blacksmith of Kazus. Are we in Kazus? I think so. Okay, Cannon's that's the place outside of town. Got it. That's like further south, so we're not there yet. Alright, we have ice, but let's buy sleep and fire. Oh, and should I buy some shit for my red mage? I guess so. I think I could just give all of these to him. Yeah, because later on you get the sage, no? Can't carry anymore, never mind. Okay, so for Sage, you kind of have to make your own spell book, it seems. Alright, so if I go into Magic, I turn that into an item for Clan Jew, get that out of my inventory. And then... put that in there. So what the fuck does Quanji have then? He's got Ice, Cure, and Pure. I think I'm fine with that. Then we just got some extra shit. Let me just give these to, like, I don't know. Give it to, like, Jonk or some shit. So it's out of my inventory, but I still have them. Because by the end of the game, I'm going to have, like, 2 Sages, essentially. So you do want, I don't know, a copy of everything, then we can just sell whatever we don't need. I think I do want Mithril Sword, Mithril Sword. I'll buy a single... Mithril Knife and maybe... I don't know. I'll buy 2 of those. We'll see what we can do here. And I think I'm good on using the bow for now, but let's see how he does with dual mithril stabs. Well, keep him in the back still, so he'll just be using magic, because he's fucking... that motherfucker's soft. Give him that mithril fucking knife, that's sick. And then we'll sell some shit. I still want to hold on to the shields, although yeah, maybe I don't really need... I guess I don't need 3. Sell one of them. Sell a couple daggers. Both long swords, don't need that shit. Don't need them nunchuck. Hold on to the bow, hold on to 3 daggers. Do I even need that much? Not really when I have all the daggers we got. Yeah, now we have 2 grand, and now we can buy some armor. And we might be able to buy whatever the fuck we need to. I guess the mithril glove, but then I'm gonna swap that red mage to a white mage at some point. Maybe not right yet, but probably sooner rather than later. Let's just do something like that. We'll have a little collection of shit. Maybe not the most efficient way to go about it, but it's the way we're gonna go about it. Alright, so we got the mithril helmet. Mithril armor, and then we have now a mithril on a gauntlet. And I need to, like, do better at, like, keeping an eye on how defense changes, because it's not like it shows you until you gotta remove it first, if that makes sense. Defense 9. Never mind. I can't really do shit for the monk. The monk needs clothes, not armor. Alright, so defense 7. Defense 8. Alright, so that is the same thing. Alright, defense 8. Not really sure what the difference is there. Maybe there's some sort of like stat for it. Defense 9. Alright, we're getting there. Every little bit counts. Every little bit helps the math. Makes sense. That's still also just the leather, yeah. So really I just want the mithril there. Alright, cool. And then let's sell a little bit of our shit. Not even just about the money, it's more about having the room. Let me get rid of some of this leather shield if we got mithril now. And I'll hold on to the rest of this shit. In fact, I might buy another mithril shield just to have two in case I want to shield up. There we are. Alright, we're good. And we got extra shit as well. The Neld Valley was blocked by a large rock after the earthquake. Do I want to buy some more of this shit? I need to have fucking money to buy some of this shit. Yeah, one potion is pretty fucking expensive, honestly. Thank you, because of you, we're back to ourselves. I do have cure now, so I guess it's whatever. There's a secret entrance at the end of the mine. Try the wall 3 steps from the left. Wall 3 steps from the left. I can't even talk to this bitch behind the bar. She won't even talk to me. Thanks to you, I got my pretty face back. Ever do that where you're like going to a bar and then like you just fucking, for the life of you, you can't get fucking served? I've been in some fucking shit bars where they just like, I don't know, you just don't get a fucking drink. It's like, bitch, I've been like dry for the last like fucking like 3 hours. Trying to get a fucking beer. I don't want to be like an asshole like waving a fucking like $1 bill on the other side of the bar trying to get your fucking attention. Taga is the best smith in town. He lives alone in this house. Kazus has grown around the mithril mines. Mithril weapons and armor are all produced here. I guess I just like get mithril like immediately in this game. We have to crush that boulder, but maybe if you put a mithril bow on the airship? Just a minute, I'll do it right away. Oh, I thought I had to go into that fucking dungeon. It's finished. No need to thank me. You kids saved the whole village. Now we have to smash the boulder with the airship. We'll knock this quest out and then go to sleep. It is getting fucking late, though. I didn't want to get, like, at least past... I forgot that the intro of this game was so, intricate. 3 steps to the left. Try the wall 3 steps to the left. Well, we'll just try every fucking wall. I could have sworn I checked every wall when I was here last time, but maybe it like it's contextual and it waits for you to kill the Jinn first. Oh, these guys are assholes. Why am I attacking? I have, like, ice magic and shit now. And cure. And fire. Oh, we got everything now. We can do so much. I need to like get my fucking head in the game here. We have the power of magic. Alright, let's fucking cure that shit, my goodness. Yeah, there's a lot of status ailments in this game. Cure might fucking fix that. There we go. Yeah, this actually might be contextual. Fucking magic shekels again, bro. Ah, okay, you can choose by fucking type. I think they're all technically undead, so that fire should fuck them all up. Oh shit, we got an eye drop for that. Good, alright. Freaking eye drops and stuff. And let me try using magic more, although it might be better to use this shit in battle. Yeah, it's fine, just the one. We don't want to waste too much of it. Not sure how long this dungeon is. Man, like 3 dungeons in the starting area. I guess 4 if you count the little castle. Oh, we got another mithril sword. Another mithril sword. Good. Well, hold on to them. I mean, if worst case scenario, we just sell them, give money. It's like finding a check. It's not money immediately, but it's money after a step or two. Alright, so now our guys are level 8. Sick. Although, once again, I'm curious about, I mean, I guess we have 48, crystal points. We could swap Kwanji to a white mage now. How's he doing on red mage? Level 6. When swap him back if needed. We'll swap him after we get out of this cage. I do kind of like him having, like, swords and shit for now, anyway. I wonder if Sid is supposed to be walking with a limp. I didn't really notice how Sarah's walking. That might be kind of like an interesting thing to note. But yeah, Final Fantasy 3, kind of like Final Fantasy 1, is like based more around like vignettes, alright? Like going from downtown, having like a little mini adventure in each location, then moving on to the next. But Final Fantasy 1, that line was blurred a lot more. Final Fantasy 3 is a lot more rigid. I don't know if you let that bother you. I mean, I could see that being a negative, but I mean, considering it's just an 8-bit JRPG, I feel like it works. It's nice. It's cute. I think it was after this game that the Sakaguchi was talking to the head douchebag of Shonen Jump, and Shonen Jump was just roasting the Final Fantasy series to his face, nonchalantly about yeah, the story fucking of these games sucks, and then he's like all right, fucker, let me make Final Fantasy 4. Fuck you. And then even with Final Fantasy 4, is yeah, it's all right. And then it was still Final Fantasy 6 where I feel like they actually started to give him some credit. It's geez, dude. There you are. So that's what you do. You have the airship, and then you jihad it, and there you are. You're out of the tutorial zone. So that's why the game gives you the airship immediately. It's because they're just gonna take it away. Which, if I recall correctly, happens a lot in this game. Let me just double check what's over here. Yeah, alright, nothing. Oh, and also in this game you meet Bahamut immediately. Although, I'll tell you what, when did Sarah do anything when she was in my party? Fuck, I could have sworn they act more often than they did, but yeah, Sarah, I don't think she did shit. Maybe she came in and gave us a cure. But, I don't think she did anything when she was in our party. Crazy. Yeah, I want to swap Kwanji to a white mage. Maybe not quite yet. I think next time I'll swap Kwanji to white mage. But, yeah, just like in Final Fantasy 1, right? Red mages are way more useful early. And then drop off in usefulness. But the plus side of Final Fantasy 3 is you can swap them. But, yeah, that's Final Fantasy 3. We're gonna be, slowly chewing through this one. That's another plus side of it being, more of a vignette kind of game is, yeah, you pick it up, get a little more further through the game, swap job classes, dick around, mess with them, and then swap them back. But guys, thank you for joining me. It is late. I am tired. I'm going to sleep. But I really do hope you guys are doing good. Tomorrow morning we're going to be doing some Final Fantasy Tactics, and I'm going to be doing packing. And fucking going through documents and shit and shredding them. Just because I love how much physical copy of shit gets mailed to you with just personal information and social security number on it and all that. It's alright, now you have to destroy it. I can't just throw it away, you fucking assholes. Anyway guys, much love, take care of yourselves.